where we believe in empowering. Welcome to Future Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering individuals to create a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within reach. Trust, efficiency, and professionalism. We are dedicated to excellence. Collaboration, bringing together professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation, staying ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach. You are at the heart of everything we do. We care about you and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what you need. Join our community on Facebook and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in our programs, mentorship sessions, and challenges. Follow us on our social media and stay updated on life-changing opportunities. Share your journey and engage with others to build a strong network of future setters. Let us grow together. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. Are you ready to take the next step? Join us today and become part of something greater. You need to become a future setter. Future setter. Future setter. God bless you.
You are highly welcome to Future Setters Institute Youth Development Show. And today we are going to be interacting on practical strategies that can help you develop your self-confidence and resilience. You see, a lot of young people, they are not confident in whatsoever they do. They are shy, they look down on themselves, they have low self-esteem, they are not really resilient. Anything someone says to them, they just feel bad about it. So today we are going to be interacting on this topic. We are going to be sharing practical strategies, practical steps that can help you to thrive in this year. All right. So we've been doing this for close to a year now, and it has not been easy. But with you, it has become so easy. So we look forward to having you stay with us till the end of this show. You are definitely going to enjoy it. It's going to be worth your time. It's going to be very impactful to you. So do it to stay with us. So Future Setters Institute is an institute where young minds are groomed on three core niches. We groom people on leadership, personal development, and work ethics. And we've started a youth development show, and we are currently at episode 16, right? Episode 16. And it's very, very impactful. So do well to stay with us, right? So people that, they are just here for the first time, we don't really know what we are doing. But just know that whatsoever we do here is for you, and we are here to build you to become the best version of yourself. So do well to stay with us. Today, we are going to be interacting on the topic practical strategies that can help people boost their self-confidence and resilience. And we have a great speaker in the person of Edwin Indwin Joel from India. And he's a people experience speaker and a design thinker. Do well to stay with him, listen to him while he talks to us on this great topic. Gives you a lot of things according to his experience. He's going to speak from his experience. He has about 20,000 followers on LinkedIn, and he's doing really well for himself. So Edwin Indwin Joel, you are highly welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Victor. Thanks, Future Setters, for the opportunity.
You are welcome.
So, Victor, I take over from here.
You can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay. So, for our speakers who are present over here, we need to understand what's the topic for today. So, we're going to discuss about self-confidence and resilience. So, let's take some real-world relevances over here. So, I'll first take the WHO report of 2022. So, 1 in 7 people under age 25 struggles with mental health. And when you look at the LinkedIn Global Workforce Report, soft skills like confidence, adaptability, grit are now prioritized over technical knowledge. Post COVID impact, we are looking at emotional safety is critical both in academics and corporate environments. Self confidence and resilience are not innate, they can be learned, developed, and practiced. So now, first look at let's define how to we understand self confidence. So it's very simple way to put across it. It's a belief in one's ability to accomplish tasks, communicate effectively, and learn from failure without seeking validation. See, we're not talking about confidence, we're talking about self confidence. So we did not require any validation. It's without validation, it's our own self belief. So we will take few references, like there are a lot of psychological principles available. So one is about cognitive behavior theory, CBT. So wherein we are looking at like challenges negative thought patterns and build mental muscles. Next, we need to look at Badura's self efficacy theory. So, confidence is built through mastery experience. So, we learn from our own past experience and we grow. I can cite the example is we being as a small kid, we had some understanding. Now when we have grown from a teen to a teenager to adulthood to a man or a woman, we have gone through different life phases and we have that practical experience. So we have built in our self confidence over our learning. So we groom ourselves as per our learning up, as per our upbringing, as per our societal backdrop. Another reference I'll take is Carl Rogers self concept theory. So real confidence signs with aligns with your self image, with your ideal self. See, when you are confident from within, that emotes out at a very confidence level and you boost your own morals. So first thing is understanding our own self. The self awareness is very critical. And then how do we go about presenting ourselves to our peers, our colleagues, our seniors, and across the different stakeholders across. So now as we have looked into few steps about the self confidence, we need to look at how do we enhance this self confidence. So there are a few very simple tools available in the market. A few references, I'll take it over here. One is the first one we can take is the Johari window. You increase your self awareness through feedback and reflection. It's a four quadrant window where we talk about what we know, what we don't know, what others know about it, and what nobody knows about it. So that's the Johari window for every one of us. We have the Gallup's strengths finder. So it intends helps us identify what is our natural strength and how do we can lead from those strengths. Another is imposter syndrome reframe. So where we treat our nervousness as growth and not as incompetent. And now we look at ABCDE model, that's from Albert Ellis. So it shifts the mindset from I can't to I am capable. Now we need to understand how do we practically use these techniques, like we discussed about like Johari window, Gallup's strength finder, imposter syndrome reframe, ABCD model from Albert Allies. So habits what we can bring about is like 1% daily 1% improvement daily. So we take it from like atomic habits. James Clear had mentioned about it. Then another reference I can take is about practice micro wins. Speak to your peer or any other stakeholder per class and take a lead or take a lead in any project. So that's how like in a small learnings you can take it up. And another thing I tell when I'm interacting with students is go and stand in front of a mirror and practice what you want to talk about and do it, so that we understand how we participate in that and take it up. So and another thing is in front of the mirror we need to look at positive affirmations. So it's like if as a HR we want to deserve a seat at a table, we need to put up our positive affirmations like I deserve a seat at a table. So these are like few habits which we need to bring about. And this habits is all will become as a practice only when we practice it out on a daily basis. So one is like the power pose. every 2 minutes in a day you look at your stance, how do you present yourself, how do you talk, how do you listen, how do you assert yourself across. Then you can also be part of different forums like open mics or toastmasters, or different communities where you can start talking in a small topics, and then you build your confidence, and from there you can transcend into a role of a public speaker as well. Sky is not the limit. It's about how you present yourself, how you are aware about yourselves, and how you project yourselves across. Next, another thing I have the habit is, I have in my laptop a file called as me file. So I keep all my personal compliments, successes, wins, and everything. Those are very common. What I do more is, I take up all the mistakes I have done. Any mistakes I do, I document it, and then look at like how do I correct it across. Another practical example I can give is, we will have our friends who will be there to give a yes to everything we say, right? So we don't improvise ourselves. Sometimes we do have good friends who will criticize us and then make us realize our mistakes. But I always believe a person's growth depends on what kind of enemies you have, because they will be there to watch your back every time, and then we improvise. So your enemies define ourselves, or your battle should be with a worthy opponent. Then only you will transform to the next level. So we just did some insights about understanding self confidence. The other topic for today's discussion was about resilience. So understanding resilience, how do we define it? Is emotional strength to bounce back from any adversities, or how do we bounce back if you face any challenge or something, and how do you continue to function effectively. So that should be the resilience simple way to come back. So I'll say like, we should be like the ball. When it is being dropped into the water, it bounces back and comes back to its own form, right? So you need to be resilient in that manner in this digital world, because it's always about a lot of challenges across. How do we react defines our next path. So core elements for this would be like, I'll take it from the I think there's an APA resilient report. So what it talks about is emotional regulations, impulse control, empathy, optimism, causal analysis, don't overgeneralize the failure, then self efficacy, and reaching out. See, emotional regulations we are talking about. See, a lot of times we don't have an emotional connect to the solution, or we are not connected emotionally to the problem, or we are not connected emotionally to our parents or to our family members who are our backup system. So how do we regulate our emotions? How do we positively look at regulating them? So impulse control is about not reacting but being proactive to understand resilience. Next is empathy. In this digital world and digital era, it's always about who's leading the game. But as a HR professor, or as a people experience or a design thinker, we need to look at how do we have empathy across in all our processes, and whatever we do across, because end of the day the human touch is what makes the difference. People will not obey you. People might give you a respect for your designation, but people will respect you from their heart when you are an empathetic, or you are a leader with empathy. Next is about like understanding like the root cause analysis to how what triggered that emotion, or how can we better regulate that emotion. And then how do we have a support system where we reach out to our friends or family, someone who we can go and share things. So, how do we build resiliences? Practice mindfulness, then have vision boards or affirmations where you anchor your mind with purpose. Then you should have your go-to people, like your bounce back toolkit, where you have your go-to people or your spaces or routines, or during any setbacks, what do you do across? How do you come back? And I think you have a Bernie model of parent, adult, and child model, wherein it talks about identifying our mental voice and how do we manage those emotions. Now we discussed about a basic definition about self confidence, then we talked about resilience. the patterns which are there across the globe, and how do we practice it and how we learn it across to routine practice. So now there are few global frameworks across for resilience. So we have it like the United Nations Goal 3, which advocates for youth well-being and stress management. You also have grow model for coaching, which sets like set goals, assess your reality, find options, then plan will to act. So goal is over here defined as grow reality, set goals, assess reality, find options, then plan will to act. Then you also have like OECD Learning Compass 2030, which talks about resilience as a future core competency. You have Martin Seligman, who talks about Perma V model. I think it talks about like positive emotion, then engagement, relationships, meaning, uh, achievement, and talks about vitality. So, if we want to build resilience and this model, you need to visualize things. How do you look at your setbacks? How do you recreate the situation which you had failed across, where you had stopped the resilient pattern in your activity or something? You can also look at like IKEA model, where we purpose anchor our purpose to motivate and sustain ourselves. You also have like the window of tolerance from the trauma theory, which operates in a zone of optimum functioning. See, you have both extremes where you don't perform and you have over performance. So we need to look at optimum performance, wherein we ensure we are performing across our journey. Now let's see, whatever we said, it is very charismatic and very what do you say, cliche of thoughts, because for a common man to understand, you always need to have references. So I usually have the habit of having a lot of cinematic references. So I took a few references for this self-confidence and resilience can be brought in across few of the Hollywood movies, like In the Pursuit of Happiness. We talk about determination with dignity. Then you have the Rocky Balboa series, where you only lose when you stop getting up. Then you have another movie called as Goodwill Hunting, where we talk about emotional healing, how it breeds self confidence. And you have like another movie called as Hidden Figures, which talks about confidence against our structural bias. For the people, global audience, we talked about the Hollywood movies. When we look at India, when you look at the Hindi audience, we look at few movies like Chichore. That's a movie about how failure is not the end, but it's a redirection to look at realignment. Then you have a movie on the Indian captain MS Dhoni, the untold story. It talks about how to be calm, and he's also called as the Captain Cool. So calm resilience in high pressure moments. That's the journey of him. And then you also have two movies like Lakshya, where it's a journey from confusion to clarity. And then you have another movie called as Tare Zameen Par, which talks about self belief and how the teacher empowers his student who is a special child. So when we look at Indwin to understand the confidence and resilient frameworks, I believe in a simple methodology called as CORE. CORE. So I'll make it like this. Core is the element, and then how we put a meaning to it, and how do we practice it across. So core, we break it down into like C stands for courage. So the meaning is how do we step forward even when we are afraid. And how we can do that is, if we put like learn something new on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. If we do something which we don't know, or which we are not comfortable across, so that takes it across to that. And then O stands for own it. So we need to own our own journey and our story, because we are the best person to tell our story across to the globe. So how do we document our life lessons? That's the practice point of view. R stands for reflect. So learn from your actions, and because life sometimes don't give you another opportunity to act. So learn from your actions and your past detailing. And you can do that with weekly journaling across how to go about what we did, what we didn't do, what was best, what didn't work out. So those helps us do a root cause analysis. And E stands for expand. So expand your identity. So do stretch on assignments which you're not comfortable, so that you become more resilient and more self confidence to handle those kind of scenarios. So the core for what Indwin's framework works it up across is like: core stands for courage, own it, reflect, and expand. So I'll give you my personal experience over here. Is I am a HR profession by not by choice but by an accident. So my journey has been from an engineering graduate, and then doing my post graduation in human resource development, and then I have the MBA course. See, what I believe is, when you have in an Indian context, when you have a lot of siblings, or you part of the large family, you are being groomed to understand management lessons at home itself. You need not have a schooling to understand that, but you have a framework wherein the people are not confidence across to you, because they believe what knowledge you bring to it is on the paper, which gives you those degrees and everything. I come from the school of thought, like, if a person is having a lot of experience, the good experience in life, to take up challenges and everything, he has learned the good way of doing a management course across. And I have transcend across different industries, like healthcare, then into IT, then logistics, shipping, and in the social sector. So it's a career pivot, and how confidence you are. See, building. So it's a challenge to understand how we build our self confidence, how do we resiliate across. So that's the challenge I faced across with the different transitions across different sectorals. It's how do you build your journey, and how do you learn from your mistakes. And confidence is not inherited, it's built over from our experiences. So, what our people who are hearing it across, I think they can take it like, have a me file where you document all your achievements, your failures, and everything, so that you always revisit them and have an anchoring journal to it. Then practice a 30-second kind of a pitch in front of your peers or different stakeholders, to understand how do you build your confidence on different topics across. And don't take a topic which you know, take a topic which you're not comfortable to deal with. So that builds in resilience, and confidence levels is boosted, because you feel comfortable in the future when you get an opportunity to talk on those kind of topics. And then put a journaling on, like, what things you do well, what things you want to improve. Do a SWOT analysis, your strength, weakness, I'll not say weakness, but your area of improvement, then your opportunities and threats you can rework. Keep on building that, and taking a six months review across to upgrade yourself, so that 2025 you are at one level, and then you go to the next level. Confidence ladder is another way, like, how do you identify and conquer low risk confidence challenges. Take up a lot of challenges in your life, intern with a lot of organizations, so that you have an opportunity to grow with that organization. What I will ask our people who are watching us is, write a belief, take a journal and write, what's a belief that you want to let go of today. And write one habit which you want to begin from tomorrow or from today. And identify one person where you can reach out when you are low. So your low moments define how do you bounce back and how you come back. So my not the end quote, but the end quote would be like, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And it's from Epictetus, who had given this wonderful quote across. So I would once again like to thank Victor and Future Setters for this opportunity to me to discuss about different instances of how do we build self confidence, how do we build in resilience across. So I'll be happy to have further discussions on questions or anything which do pertain to the topic.
Once more, thank you so much, Edwin, Indwin, Joel. Thank you so much. You spoke excellently well, and I do believe that the audience also learned a lot from what you said. And I drafted out a lot of points from what you said. And one major one that struck me was the aspect that you said that it will not limit ourselves to what we studied, that even if you studied engineering, you were still able to find your way through so many other things. Some people feel that it is just what they study that they should focus their attention on. So we should try to think beyond where we are. That's number one. Number two, I also documented this whole aspect of you saying that we should always write down, pen down every achievement, anything we are doing. We should always write it down. Don't worry, just write it down. You may need it today, you may not need it today, you may need it in the future. So it's very much important. Then you also encouraged us to take challenges. Wow, that is also a great one, because a lot of people run away from challenges. They are scared, they are afraid, and all that. So this is another great thing. And this core method, these are mnemonic core, where you said courage. We should be courageous. We should own it. We should reflect. We should expand ourselves. These are great points. And once more, I do appreciate you, Edwin, Joel, for having us today, for being with us today. Okay, so we are here again, and I'm going to be talking still on the topic, but I do believe that I'm just going to talk briefly on it. So a lot of us still lack confidence, and I just brought up some crucial points that may be very helpful to young individuals watching us. So number one, you are scared, you are shy, you have low self-esteem. Now, a lot of people don't even know what is self-esteem. What's self-esteem all about? Yes, we've had a session before where we discussed on self-esteem, but today I'm just going to say that self-esteem is what you think about yourself, whether you love yourself or not. So there are some people that love themselves, while there are some people that do not love themselves. So there are people with high self-esteem, low self-esteem, and inflated self-esteem. So those with high self-esteem, they think so highly about themselves, they believe in themselves, they love themselves. No matter what people say about them, they are so confident about themselves, and they are not moved by what people say about them, because that is who they are. But there are those with low self-esteem, they feel so bad about themselves, they don't love themselves, they don't value themselves. So when people tell them that you are doing things wrongly, they just feel so bad. They isolate themselves from people, they hide themselves. They decide they always love to praise others, but they don't praise themselves. They feel when people are praising them, they are already feeling bad about it and all that. So that's people with low self-esteem. And those with inflated self-esteem, they feel so big about themselves. They want only their names to be mentioned. That if nobody mentions their name, they will be very pissed, very angry about it. And these are certain things that happens. So those with good confidence, those that have self-confidence, are those with what? High self-esteem. Those that have low confidence are those with low self-esteem, and those with inflated self-esteem, their confidence level is too much, and it usually intoxicates people around them. So we need to see how we can have high self-esteem. So what can we do? There are a lot of things that we can do to develop our self-esteem. Number one, we are going to liken it to this topic because we've had a session like this before. So number one, you have to repeat. You have to constantly have repetition. You can't be perfect easily. You can't be perfect easily. You don't just expect to wake up and just start speaking to 1,000 people. You don't expect to just become the best person in that particular thing you are doing. If you do not repeat or you do not practice that thing, you will not grow. So you should try your possible best. Yes, you have agreed that you want to do this particular thing, but you know that it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take action. It's going to take resilience, just like Edwin said. It's going to take passion. It's going to take interest. All these things matter, because it is what you're interested in that your mind always thinks of ideas about. But most times when you don't have interest in something, you don't have interest in this particular thing, you just want to do it because your friends are doing it. You just want to do it because you see people doing this particular thing. These things don't really help you, because at first when you are starting something, you actually have that love, that interest for that thing. But when you decide to now take in you decide to be consistent in that, you begin to lose interest. That means that thing is not yours. It's not your kind of thing. It is someone else's thing. So you have to know that this thing is mine. This thing is mine. This is what I love. No matter what, even if I'm not paid for it at the moment, I know that this thing is what I love, and I know with time, if I'm consistent and serious about it, definitely finance will keep coming. So these are certain things we can think about how we can repeat. Okay, the way we are writing, a person was writing a year ago, or the person was writing 3 years ago, is different from the way the person is writing now, because the person practice and the person continue to repeat those actions. Most times, most people always prefer to wait for the opportunity to come, and that is a very wrong notion. You don't need to wait for opportunities to come before you set up what you want to do. This is the right time for you to start doing that particular thing. This is the right time for you to take action, for you to create opportunities for yourself. You are confident. You want to be confident, you want to be great, you want to be good at what you are doing. The first thing is you have to make out time for that thing to grow. It's like a seed, right? Before a seed grows into a plant, it takes time. You water it, you put fertilizer, you need a good soil. There are certain things that needs to be available for a seed to germinate, to produce a tree, right? So it takes time, it takes effort, it takes zeal, it takes energy. It takes, yes, I always say the major thing is time. The time and the interest. The time and the interest. The time and the interest. So if there is no time, you don't have that time to do that particular thing, then there will be a problem. Then the next thing is the interest, and the interest is the passion. The interest is the passion. So how passionate are you about that thing? Yes, you have learned a skill. You have gone to this school to study something. Yes, you love what you studied. Yes, you are good at what you are doing. But the thing is, you are waiting for that dream job to actually make that thing work out, because you are waiting for that perfect system that will make you to explore those gifts. So this is the right time for you to tell yourself that you do not need to wait for that opportunity to come. You have to start creating that opportunity that will make people develop interest in you, because right now the world has changed. The world has changed from the fact that, oh, you just sit down, you just have a very beautiful CV, you just have great qualities. Now the world is, people are looking at you, people are seeing things in you. A lot of people's interests are on you now. They are like, oh, this person does not show his gift. So if person does not show what he does, how will I know if he's good at this thing? So, like I said before, practice brings you out, repetition brings you out. So when you practice, when you do it consistently, you write, you do well, before you know, your confidence increases. When people start validating you, they start telling you that you are good for it, they're appreciating you for your good work, then you know you are doing well. Just like Indwin also said too, he talked about enemies coming up. Enemies will come up. A lot of people will tell you you are not good for it, you are not the best. A lot of people will tell you you are just having how many followers. You are just having 50 followers now on LinkedIn, you're just having 10 followers on Facebook. You are not really good. You have to build your followers first before people will say a lot of things to you to demotivate you. But now you are said, it is your decision. It is your decision. Your decision starts from you saying, this is what I want to do. I'm not worried about that, what others think. I know that this thing is what I want to do. So I make up my mind. I made up my mind. I made up my interest. I know that this thing will come out very well, and I don't need to be worried. Another thing is what? Failure is an opportunity to try again. Failure is an opportunity to try again. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to tell you facts. We are here to tell you that you don't need to, sit down there. Yes, you need to fail. Failure is normal. Failure is a great thing. It's a great thing. Yes, I've failed so many times. So many times, in a sense that I'm trying to go live and network just comes in, network destroys everything. Maybe rain and everything. Maybe because you are trying to, you meet speakers that they disappoint you, you feel bad about it and all that. You have been in situations where you need something at the moment, the people don't support you. Maybe you're in a situation where you need money for something, you need money to do this particular thing, no one supports you. You are in a situation where you want to do something, you don't have the resources to do this particular thing, then you feel so relaxed about it. No, that is just normal, because that is how life is supposed to be. So for you to be confident in yourself, you have to know that you were the one that failed and you were the one that improved yourself. You are the one that failed. You are the one that decided to subject yourself through such situation. So it means that I'm ready. I'm ready. No matter where I've agreed that you want to do something. So you should be ready to accept whatsoever that comes. Yes, a lot of things. And also, you need to stop having this how will I call it now? A lot of people, they have this, they just anticipate, they have this anticipation for so much, they're expecting too much. Try to reduce this whole idea of expecting so much from something. Reduce it and just try to can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
procrastinate the things.
Yes. A lot of people, a lot of people love to expect so much. They expect, the expectation is always so much. And when they now try it out, they see that the whole thing is just, so most times just try to don't expect too much. Just do your best. Just try your possible best. Put in your effort, put in everything. Anyhow it comes out at that moment, then you know that, oh, you go back to your drawing board. Just like Indwin said, you have to make sure you document it, document everything. So when you come back to your drawing board, you write down that, oh, this was how it came out at first. But the next moment, I know how I'm going to improve, because these are some of the points, these are some of the things that gave me issues at the beginning. But now I know where I can improve on. So that is a normal person, an intelligent person, a person that is passionate, a person that is interested in what he's doing, should always document and go back to the drawing board to know how he can improve. Another thing is challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Just same way Idumi said, challenge yourself. Challenging yourself helps you in the long run. You see people that are already very good in that thing. Maybe they are not really good. Maybe it's just packaging. Maybe it's just packaging. It could just be the way they dress. It could just be their perfume. It could just be the people around them. Maybe you're not looking down on yourself because these people are doing very well. They have a very high social media followers. This is the right time for you to challenge yourself. If you are given just a little amount of time, just give it a little audience, blow their mind, make that atmosphere, the best place. People will be so happy to have you in that place. Then they'll call you for more. You break the norm. I always tell people, break the norm. This is how people are doing it. People are doing it like this. You even go higher. You challenge yourself that, no, I'm not going to do it the way other people are doing it. People are doing it like this. These are the things supposed to be. Now is the right time for you to challenge yourself and say, no, I'm going to set a different narrative. I'm going to make things, extremely different. You're going to challenge yourself. Always challenge yourself. If you have done one thing today, right? You have done this thing today. Try your possible best to do times two of that thing. Try to see how you can challenge yourself that, okay, the next day I'm going to do more than what I'm doing. Then when you do well, you begin to build confidence in that particular thing, begin to grow in that particular thing. But most of us just feel, oh, let me be relaxed, just wait for the opportunity to come, wait for it, the best opportunity to come, and all that. I want you to challenge yourself, because this would help you to build your self-confidence, build yourself, build you, and all that. Then last, another very important point I always love young people to know about is networking. Not just network, but network and set a target for yourself. You are not just networking, you are networking to set a target for yourself. Now, what do I mean by this? It starts from the fact that a lot of people don't really know how to start conversations. They are really shy, they are not really good at starting conversations. So you know one thing that I've decided for myself is, any place I go, I will always try to network with the next person by my side. I always try to network with at least 5 to 10 persons in that room. Now, what happens is, I already have something I'm doing. Now, I'm a life coach, I'm a youth development specialist. I have a YouTube channel. I build people online. There are a lot of things. I have a platform. These are things that already have on ground. So when I tell someone this is what I do, you could go check me out, check me up on LinkedIn. You could go do this, you could go do that. You are already networking yourself. You are talking to the person. You are asking the person for what you're asking the person. Talking to the person. Conversation is should be two-sided. So you are not just pushing yourself to the person. You are also trying to see how the person can also bring himself to you. So when you make conversation two-sided, you indirectly help yourself and help the person. So you should try your possible best to engage in conversations, even if you don't have what you are doing. But try your possible best to engage with that person, reach out to the person. You don't even know, maybe the person needs that product you are selling. Some people have what they sell, they feel they don't really have customers. Possibly that person by your side needs what you are selling, and you decide not to network, you lose that opportunity. So most times we have to network. When we network, what happens is that our confidence becomes a higher. We begin to, if you can talk to one person now, I can talk to maybe a girl, maybe you can talk to a girl right now. It will be difficult for you to talk to a girl next time. If he's talking to a person that is far older than you talk to the person now. It's not going to be difficult to talk to another person again, because you have been able to boost your confidence in that particular area. So we have to intentionally make sure we connect with people. Same way we talked about networking and going to programs, going to sessions, going to different things like that. Yes, that helps a lot. But immediately after that session, try to go out where you see those places where people are taking pictures. Go meet someone and tell the person that this is what I do, this is me, this is what I do. Possibly we can even collaborate, get contact. Just do it. It may be difficult, maybe you may be shy, but just do it for the first time. When you do it for the first time, you have that long hit to do it more. So just stop this. Oh yeah, I'm shy, I can't do this. You need someone to motivate to go and do it. No, you should make up your mind that yes, I have to do it. My life needs this at the moment, so I have to constantly improve on this. Then another important point I will also talk about is engaging on your audience, engaging with your audience. Some people are given opportunity to read maybe in the church. They are told to read in the church, and what happens is when they are told to read in the church, they just love to look at the heads of the audience. They don't really want to look at their faces to know what they are going through. They don't really care to know whether the person is following or not. They don't even know if the people are not really following. Yes, people may not be following you, and they just want someone that can just go and meet them and just say, "Oh, hey, how's it going? What's the problem? What could be the issue?" And all this. Some person just tells you, "This is the issue that I'm going through."
Good evening, team. I think there's a challenge at Victor's end. So I think a
Right?
lot of details has been put across by Victor. Thank you, Victor, for resuming again. I was just telling you might have a challenge because of the
Okay.
heavy
Yeah.
downpour
Yes.
at your place. So
Yes.
welcome
Yes.
back.
Thank you so much. Okay, like I said before, a lot of people they are really shy, they are really scared. They just want to speak and just leave that stage, right? Own your stage. This is where I actually value that point that you gave, where you said own it, own it. It's your story. You are going there to share your story. You are going there to tell people about something that you experienced, something that you passed through, a situation that you passed through. I actually love to tell people about stories that I passed through. I love to share stories rather than talking to people from the book context. Stop talking to people from the book context. Talk to people from what you were experiencing, from what you have seen. So most of the things I talk about, they are mostly from what I've seen. Most of the issues that I've experienced in one way or the other. So most people they don't really know how to own their stage because they are not confident enough. Just give them an audience. Just come. They will just start saying they'll start mumbling, saying all sort of things, trying to meet up, trying to just do it and just pass time. No, that is not it. The right thing you are supposed to do is to own your stage. And if you are going to own your stage, you have to own the audience. You have to get the audience attention. And getting the audience attention comes from your confidence level, trying to know how they feel, trying to understand them, trying to speak to their humanity, trying to speak to their humanity, trying to ask them questions like, what is going on? What do you think? You can even give them the mic, ask them, share their opinion, share their idea. What do you think? All these things makes them more confident and happy to, they will always call you for more opportunities. But most times, a lot of us just, we just rely on that or just do it and go. No, that is not it. So we have to try our possible best to engage with our audience. Then also we try to shun fear. Fear is there. Fear is one limitation that a lot of young people have. Fear and anxiety. But so worried. When we are given an opportunity to do something, some people that have not really been into something, they are usually shy because it's actually their first time or not. It's actually their first time. So most times that's why I always tell people you have to start building yourself now to be able to meet crowd. If truly that's what you want to do, you should be building yourself to meet the crowd because you are surely going to meet them. And if you know you want to run away from them, then just quit. Don't just bother doing what it will not really fit you. Because if you know you want to be for the crowd, want to know you want to walk with the crowd, then you have to intentionally build yourself, so that you don't need to be sweating. Maybe if you are sweating, you are worried. A lot of people are, they are fidgeting, they are shaking, their body is shaking because they are giving the audience. A lot of them, the heart is beating very fast because they are giving the audience. All this can be settled if you practice and you repeat and you build yourself. Then lastly, create opportunities for yourself. You want to be confident, you want to be resilient, you want to be great, you want to be awesome, you want to be the best. You have to create opportunities for yourself, because these opportunities don't just come to us. Opportunities come to us when we are not even prepared. Most times when we are not prepared, then someone just brings up this opportunity. I come and do this, I come and do that. Then you be like, I can't really do it, or you just accept it, then you're not going to disappoint yourself. But what if you are taking your time now to build yourself and become the best at that thing now? How will it sound? How will it be? So most times we have to see how we can build ourselves, create that environment that will accept those opportunities and make those opportunities thrive in our life. Don't just have to sit down and wait for that opportunity to come, and do it. No, this is the right time for you to set yourself for opportunities that are coming. So if it is that book that you need to read, start reading it. If it is that conference that you want to be attending, start attending. If it is that reaching out, talking to someone, trying to know someone, trying to relate to someone, trying to network, do it. If it is, being scared of failure, you're not ready to challenge yourself, do it. If it is the fear of coming out on social media for people to see your face and you just want only audio, you don't want your face to be available, start showing up. Start showing up. If it's the fear of being consistent, you have to start being consistent. If it's the fear of being unable to write down those points that you have on your mind, it is now the right time for you to start writing down those points. If it's the eye and communicating with them, if it's that's your fear, start doing it. It may not be easy, but you have to start making those bold steps right now. It may not be easy. Like I will still tell you again, it may not be easy, but it is the right time now for you to start making those bold steps. Those bold steps will help you in the future. You don't know the person that is watching you that will call you, contact you to do this particular thing for him or her. So just start building yourself, start showing up, and do not complain, do not hesitate to always try to get a mentor. A mentor is very much important. You need someone that can guide you. It's not all about all the talk, it's not all about everything. You also need someone that can guide you and mentor you to be able to do these things. Someone like an accountability partner, who is an accountability partner, someone that has already passed through this situation and is always there to tell you, even when you're weak, the person is ready to tell you, wake up, let's do this, let's do that. These are the valid points that can help you. Just like Indwin also said too, we have to intentionally work on ourselves and also embrace the core. Two, own your stage, own yourself. That's number two. Reflect. Three. Number four, expand your identity. These are very much important points. And I do believe that the audience and everyone also followed training today. Once more, thank you so much, everyone. And thank you so much, Indwin, for being with us.
I'll have few more
So we'll be going for a short.
summary before we go to any questions are there. So I think Victor had put
Okay.
a lot of insights about what I discussed and his perspective on things. See, your self-esteem will come from how you treat your own self. So being a Christian and coming from a Catholic background, we know that in the Bible it is written, you are created in the image of God. So we ourselves represent God. So we come from that thought process, so we need to be happy about how we are. And another thing what Victor was referencing was about locus of control. So if you give the locus of control to another person, somebody else who is there, if somebody irritates you or something, and if you give that locus of control to him, then you always feel angry about it. Your locus of control should be within yourself, so that nobody else, external things will not deviate you or create issues for you where you're getting diverged from your main action point. And I think another reference I can take is Jet Li had told. I think Jet Li had told once something like, "I fear a person who doesn't know 2,000 kicks or something, but I fear a person who knows only one kick, but he has practiced it 1,000 times." So practice is what makes us perfect and go to the level of next level of transformation. Another reference is, you need to differentiate yourself. Are you a preacher? Are you a good manager, or are you a good leader? The world
Okay.
doesn't want preacher and manager. The world wants good leaders to empathize and lead the tribe ahead, because world is a small place. Sustainability across. And then another thing is, Buddha had told, like, if somebody gifts you something and if you don't accept the gift is with the person who is giving it to you. So you will have a lot of enemies, a lot of bad entities spoiling your thought process or mind. Don't accept that into your energy level, so that you regenerate with your own energy and you are there. Another thing, what Victor had wonderfully put, I'll put it in this way, is there is nothing like a right decision. It is a decision what you have made, and you work towards making it right, because you have the capabilities in your hand, and you are the one who is writing your story. Indwin can't write Victor's story, and Victor can't take Indwin's story. So we are being put up for
Sure.
our own stories. So we need to be accountable for that. And the mentor thing is, mentor or coach would be there to give you inferences or references to what can be done best. But it's your choice what you need to do, and because it's your journey. Another thing is, the more the risk you take, the more earnings you have, because you solve more problems. So solve if you solve a simple problem, you paid a less. If you solve great problems or thousands of problems, you become somebody who's earning a lot of money. So end of the day, the more risk you take, the more transform you will be there in your life.
Definitely, definitely. Once more, thank you so much, Edwin. Thank you so much. Yeah, I believe the audience learned a lot. Yeah, the audience really learned a lot. So, we'll go for a short break, or I will just listen to a Future Setters audio play, and we'll go to the Q&A session. So,
Welcome to Future Setters Institute, where we believe in empowering individuals to create a lasting impact in the world. Whether you are a student, a young professional, a coach, or a leader, this is your platform for growth, collaboration, and transformation. At Future Setters Institute, our mission is clear. We empower young minds to reach their full potential, provide mentorship, training, and opportunities for personal and professional development. We foster a strong support system because no one should feel alone on their journey. Our vision is to become a renowned training institute for leaders, a certified training and certification hub, and a trusted resource for individuals and families across Nigeria and Africa. What sets us apart? Accessibility. Our coaches and mentors are always within reach. Trust, efficiency, and professionalism. We are dedicated to excellence. Collaboration, bringing together professionals from all fields to inspire change. Growth and innovation, staying ahead and adapting to the world's evolving needs. People-centric approach, you are at the heart of everything we do. We care about you and we are ready to shaping everything we do in line with what you need. Join our community on Facebook and connect with like-minded individuals. Participate in our programs, mentorship sessions, and challenges. Follow us on our social media and stay updated on life-changing opportunities. Share your journey and engage with others to build a strong network of future setters. Let us grow together. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. Are you ready to take the next step? Join us today and become part of something greater. You need to become a future setter. Future setter. Future setter. God bless you.
okay, so we'll be moving on to the Q&A session. Once more, you all are all welcome, and we're sharing the questions that we have from my end. The first question says, how do I fight fear? That is the fear of starting for the first time. So this is the first question we have here.
Okay, see, fear of unknown, fear comes when you don't know something. So if you, we also believe in the process of learn, unlearn, and relearn. So if you do that to understand what you don't know, it will be easy for you to partake that. So first thing is understanding the situation and your awareness about what is your fear about. So once you do that, you will be able to challenge it to go to look at attending to it. So if you fear something, do a research on that topic to understand how to look about it. See, some people might have a challenge, fear saying, I'm not comfortable coming and speaking in front of a lot of people, so feel very shy or something. So what they can do is start projecting them in front of a mirror and start talking to them. They practice it across. So once they are little bit of confidence, they can look at starting it over. Small things they can do is they can become like a class monitor, or they can become as a class leader. So from a class monitor they become a class leader, then they become as the group leader, and then they can also become as the head boy or the head girl. So that's a journey of how we undertake aware about the situation, and then reiterating to understand fear and start chasing. See, it's like how do we chase our dreams is how do we fight our fears.
Awesome. 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 So I would just say that I would just say a brief advice to those that ask this question. The major thing I would say is know your why. Know your why. Do you know your why? What's the reason why you are scared? Right? Yeah, you have to know the reason. If you know the reason why you are scared, then you can take actionable steps towards solving that problem. So stop this whole idea of being scared over something that you can actually solve. A lot of people don't really they know that they need to do this particular thing, that this is what they love doing and all that, but they are scared of the fact that I'm going to invest this amount of money to do this, I'm going to invest this amount of time to do this, I'm going to invest this, I'm going to be moving to this place, I'm going to make some sacrifices, I just want to remain in my comfort zone. So I just want to advise you, you know you are scared, you know that you want to leave that comfort zone, you want to be the best, you want to be a greater version of yourself. Whatsoever sacrifice is going to take you, it won't kill you. It's just a little step. It's just a step that you have to take. Everyone needs to make that step. There is nothing that there's this video I watched, and the person said that there's no situation you will say that a person does not spend something. Most of us say yes, we don't spend money, but actually we are spending money every time. If you say you are not paying money for something, but you are spending money to get data to watch a particular video, you are spending money to get that book, you are spending money to download a course, you are spending money to do something, that is actually investment. You need to invest in yourself. That is just the fact. Everyone needs to invest in themselves. If you are not ready to invest in yourself, that means you will still be scared. You'll be scared forever. So the first thing is to invest in yourself. Whatsoever thing that is important for you at that moment, invest in it, invest in yourself, then you do well. You will be happy that that fear helped you to discover your purpose. So that's the first question. Thank you so much once more, Edwin. Okay, so the second question we have: why do you think what do you think about progress beats perfection? What do you think about the term progress beats perfection?
See, you have a problem, we need to address that problem. That's the first step to take at it. And you had given us a lot of inferences saying we need to be consistent. So if you make a little small progress, it transforms into multifold ahead across. See, there's nothing like there a perfect moment to jump into something. Like I said, decisions you take, you make it right. That's how things are. So how do you do it? Like, see, if you don't make any progress, there is no perfection. And if you make little bit of progression, it goes to perfections over a period of time. Like for example, 0 multiplied by 0 is 0, right? But if you make 0.01 effort every day, it progress to some amount. It's a very little upgradation over there, but over a period of time with consistency it progress to makes a very impactful change. So small things you do for your transformation will help you go to the next level. So Indwin, how he started as a kid was something different. Over progression it has come to the level what understanding I have now. So it's the progress is important rather than making it perfect. In life nothing is perfect, nothing comes as a golden spoon or something or a silver spoon. It's about we making those moments and enjoying those moments with our friends and family.
Uh, Thank you so much once more, Indwin. I will just chip in something now. I will say that I have a friend, and what happens is that she wants to be perfect before she starts, and then I told her that this is not. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. And what happened was we met online. We've been doing a lot of stuff and all that. Then she said she wants to start a TikTok channel where she will be posting. She's going to be posting videos, everyday videos. She'll be consistent about it, where she can be building young people and all that. And then finally she started. Yes, it took me a lot of work for her to start. Then she started. She had about, let's say, 700 views, 700 views on her first video. And then I was expecting that, oh, maybe the next day she'll post another video. The next day she didn't post. Up till now, she hasn't made any post. And I asked her, I said, what happened? What could be the reason behind that? And she said, the reason is I'm still learning how to edit videos. I'm still learning how to design graphics. I'm still learning how to put things together. I'm not ready yet. I'm just complaining. And she's still the one telling me that she wants to. She wants to do it. But she's still the one procrastinating about it. She's still the one saying she wants to be perfect before she has this whole perfection, this perfectionist spirit in her and all those things. These are some of the issues that a lot of young people face. So you don't have to be perfect. Yes, you are still learning the skills of graphics. You are still learning the skill of video editing. Start applying it to your video. Yes, you have started doing it. It's the right time. It's now you even start doing it. With time, when you start challenging yourself, you start doing it. You start seeing some errors in those videos. But when you want to wait till the appointed time where everything is good before you, that time you will lose interest. You may not really be as interested as you are at that moment. So most of the time, these whole interest and everything, we lose them over time. So it's better we involve ourselves right now when we are growing. Yeah. So the third question we have here is okay okay okay. So we don't really have another question, but the last thing we are going to do is in 1 minute, can just give the young people watching an advice. Okay, so in 1 minute, just give the young people watching an advice. You can just tell us anything that relates to you, any advice you have for the young people watching before we end the show.
Okay, see, I'm not a great person to give anybody any advice. Okay, that's the first thing. That's the first thing. We need to be very humble and know our grounds. Everyone has learned by doing mistakes. So start taking steps to make mistakes, and this mistake should not be stopping point, because those are just what do you say? It's not a full stop. It's a comma. So success is not a full stop. It's a journey, and our life has to define our journey, and we are our storyteller. So tell your story short and sweet, and believe in the supreme power. World is a small place. It will give you ample time to prove, but please take the first step to go and introducing yourself to the world, because it's your story. Thanks, Victor.
Okay. Thank you so much once more, Edwin, Joel. So great to have you today in our youth development show. We do appreciate you and your community of Indians who have been so supportive to Future Setters Institute. Once more, we appreciate our sponsor in the person of Longting Enterprises. We appreciate you all for being with us, and we look forward to greater opportunities and greater collaborations. To those that are watching, we do appreciate you. We can see some of your comments in the chat. For everyone watching, we do appreciate you. So do well to stay with us, because next week, Sunday, is going to be a great session, because we are going to be having a great man, which you see him very soon. But he's going to be talking on how to find your purpose. See, a lot of young people, they don't really know their purpose. They are still struggling to find their purpose. So next Sunday by 3 p.m. West African time, we're going to be interacting on strategic steps to find your purpose, and be able to use that purpose to achieve greatness. So do well to join us and join us next Sunday. Once more, thank you so much, Edwin.